hell. That was not entertaining at all. I don't think that truck is moving. I don't even think there's anybody in it. Appears not. I've been riding for 10 minutes thinking, dadgum, my hands are cold. And then it dawned on me, you got heated grips, moron. Jeez. It really helps turn them on. No, thank you. Oh, this move is gonna kill me. That's funny. Decided I just wanted to get out and go for a dadgum ride for a minute. It has been absolutely gorgeous today. And I spent the majority of the day doing what I have to do. Just trying to get moved. Whew, so much little stuff. I decided I wanted to get out and enjoy a little bit of 60-degree weather. It's getting close to 5 o'clock, I think, and it's still right at 60. I'm done working for the day. I've been working on that house stuff since about 8 o'clock this morning, I guess. 8:30. Get out and see some farmland and get some wind on my hands, because that's about all that's catching wind right now. Ain't like all that gravel. Nope. She gets to 100, not too much time. It ain't got enough power to do a power wheelie, but that's okay. I could pop a clutch and make it do it, but it's fast enough. This right here is what she's really sweet at, riding these old chip and tar roads and this old bumpy bouncy crap, and she is just as smooth. I mean, she is just smooth. I don't know if I've ever showed y'all this particular road or not. I think I have, maybe on the Helix, but this road is what leads out to the T. When you come to the end of this road, if you kept going straight, you'd run to the gate post right beside my old house I grew up in. When I grew up, this was gravel, and there's a creek. That's what we call it, a creek. Ain't much of a creek left down through there, but we used to play in that sucker. Nobody behind me. And we crawled down through them culverts there. I wouldn't get in that mess now for nothing. And it's really a lot of crap's falling over, the trees and stuff is falling over. But and these rocks and stuff has come in. This was more of just a true trench coming down a creek all the way down through there, and it's really looks a lot different nowadays. But Lord, we used to swim in that. We'd see all kinds of snakes, and we just grab a stick and go chase it and beat it in the head with a stick. That still looks pretty decent on that side. That's a lot more of what this side used to look like, but it was always this side where we was at. Oh my. Ride my little bicycle down here. I may go ride back here behind my house though. behind my old house. See where I was talking about the old house that I grew up in? If you kept running this, you'd run right into the gate post. They usually come around that field over there. Yeah, it's pretty soft and mushy there. Caught that just in time. I remember that little dip being there. This is like seriously squishy. The whole thing making a rut. Trying to stay between the little sowed trails of wheat there. But gosh, this has changed so much. It used to be a big old tree line that come all the way down through here. And there was a gate post right here. And a fence row went up that hill right there and across. And this was all pasture ground back in. And up over this hill and down is where I used to deer hunt all the time growing up. And I'd walk up this fence row right here, like I said, and I'd walk up the fence row and slip out and deer hunt here quite a bit. Oh, it ain't leaving no rut. We're good. It is soft and squishy. But I'm still testing these tires. I'm still trying to get a feel for them. It's such a beautiful spot. And this is part of why I'm glad to be, it took me what, like literally going slow, maybe 5 minutes to get here. Even though I'm living in the in-town part, being back out this close to the farm, I can come out here on the evenings, and I can literally just ride out here and watch the sunset and relax, and it's so peaceful out here. And I'm sure many a days when I have the opportunity, I'll ride down to our grain bins. It's gravel road up through there, and ride down to our grain bins and just sit and watch the sunset, because that's something that I used to love to do, is just be out here. It's just, oh man, no real words to describe it. Trying on this side hill here, kind of seeing what it does in this loose ground. Figure if I'm gonna dump this thing, this is as good a place to dump one as any is out here on the farm. But you know, I'm gonna take back some of what I said on those Shinkos. They do, they're still not good in mud. They ain't horrible. This is primarily a street bike anyway, so I shouldn't say that. It's an adventure bike. But I figure maybe we'd run up a deer out here. But I don't see no deers. There's a sippy hole. There used to be a barbed wire fence that went down. Actually, the trail's still through here. The barbed wire fence. The little trough that come down through here. I've got a good story about this barbed wire fence. It connects that field over there. When this was separated into two separate pastures, I told a story about Mr. B and the hot fence over there. But there's whole nother story about when we was moving, or I wasn't a part of it at that time. Tim and his brother had moved the cattle from one side to another, and his brother was on the four-wheeler and come down through this spot through here. Somewhere right along in here, they had left a stump. And what this is, there's the other fence row's just about covered up. You can't even hardly see it back there, so much vines and stuff. But there's another barbed wire fence just on the other side, maybe 6-foot path through there, 8-foot path through there. And they had moved the cattle because this was crop, and there was pasture ground, crop field, pasture grounds. So they use this to get them from the lower pasture grounds up here to the higher pasture grounds. But somewhere in here, when they cleared this out, they left a stump. It was about 8 inches high. And I had hit it, and Tim had hit it, and his brother hit that sucker. All three of us at some point in time had run through there and hit that darn stump on that four-wheeler. And there's another story about that, but it's really long, and I'm gonna have to do that on another day. A buddy of mine, Mr. Will Nevin, he's one of my subscribers, and I used to drive a truck for Werner, and he's still driving for him. And he was picking on me about getting a U-Haul van stuck in my front yard, and I told him I could get stuck in the middle of a drought. And this, didn't even plan this, it's just come up today. This right here, I hope I can point right, that spot right there, Mr. Will, if you see this, that right there is where I stuck a Mazda in a drought. There's a pond right there, and there's a natural underground spring. Even in a drought, that pond and that little area would stay wet. And in the middle of a freaking drought, I got a truck stuck in a field. And that right there is where it happened. Needless to say, we're gonna go up here on the high side of that spot. So, ooh, it's rutted. Ooh, got some erosion going on there. Turn, honey, turn. Trying to not get in the crop part of this too bad. Follow the spreader truck tracks. This is called treading lightly. I don't want to disturb crop ground or anything like that. I just don't quite see me getting out here doing something like this on a Sportster, do y'all? That is one bike I do not miss. Ooh, that was a nice save. Y'all didn't get to see it, and y'all didn't get to feel it, but I sure did. Ew, stinky beans. If y'all ain't farmers, you don't know what stinky beans are. Oh, by the way, I gotta show some goodies. Oh, gotta show some goodies. Seat Concepts. Nice. Nice. That is a butt cuddler right there now. That is a good seat. I had them, when I specified my body weight when I ordered that seat. I told them, look y'all, I'm only 150 pounds. I don't need no stiff seat. And I mean, that sucker is squishy. Oh, it fits good. It feels so good. So much softer. The other seat wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. But this thing is, oh, it's cushy. Like setting my butt down on a big old memory foam pillow. Seat Concepts. I don't get paid nothing to say go buy them, but go buy them. I mean, that's like, oh my gosh, why have I not done this eons ago? Oh, these things set so good. I seriously needed to open that exhaust up a little bit. Yeah, I've definitely, I'm a lifetime Seat Concepts fan. Whatever adventure bikes or dual sports I have from here on, they will have Seat Concept seats on them. And I had Mr. Jerry, Jerry Burke's Upholstery. He put it on for me. And I know I probably could have done it myself. And I'm generally a do-it-yourselfer. But Jerry's a buddy of mine, and he does it for a living. He's an upholstery guy, so why not, you know? I knew it would be done right. And I just asked him, you know, you just, oh yeah, sure, bring it on. I'll work it in. And he kind of did it in between other jobs, and it took him about a week to get it back to me, or to get it done for me to go get it. But yeah, he's a good guy. He rides a KLR 650, one of the older models, 4, 5, 6, something like that. Back when they were still 370 pounds. And I don't know, I've talked to a few KLR owners, and it seems like they seem to like the older ones every bit as much, if not more, than the new ones. There's an awful lot of people that like the old KLR. Jerry's for sure one of them.